Hi, Cancer. How are you? How are you doing? How is your world? This has been a long month, has it? I'm going to mix the cards for you one more time here before I even get started with some of the pre-messages we got from the pre-shuffle. Um, One thing that did come through, Cancer, is that even though you thought you said everything you had to say, it's coming back stronger, okay? There was that Two of Cups that popped out during the pre-shuffle, and I really want to let you know that expansion can be coming along the way, okay? So let's go ahead and do this for you. In the meantime, for you newbies, welcome to Deploy Underground Tarot. I'm T, and you are welcome here. For you Deploy heads, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. And there's really, really nice stuff coming up on the Deploy Underground platform. So just not Deploy Underground Tarot. There's a whole other world that happens in the Deploy Underground platform. So go ahead and check that out when you have time, okay? But Cancer, look, something's not over yet. You thought you said what you had to say. And, this month has been a long month, no? But there is something coming in that may actually, I don't know, it may shift your heart, make you look at things in a different perspective in a lot of different ways. Hey, today I have this white cloth down because I spilled coffee all over the place on my desk. Yeah. All right, so here we go, Cancer. I would like to do a Celtic Cross reading for you, and I would like to cleanse the cards first, okay? Here we go. Oops. Yeah, it's almost like you are trying to figure out, did you say everything you had to say? Yes, you said everything you had to say. And there's a sense of like not being completely aware of what you had to say. I mean, or what was said, okay? Or if the person understood, okay? Excuse me. So let's get started. Yeah. Please provide a Celtic Cross reading for Cancer. Please provide a Celtic Cross reading for Cancer. Ooh. Yeah, there is something that is, I don't know if you thought you were clear about what you said, but there is something that is really trying to open your mind up to maybe a new way of interacting with people, Cancer. You can handle it, okay? That 10 of batons, that 10 of wands, it's like you're transforming. You can handle it, okay? All right, let's go ahead, Yaya. Come on, let's get into the story. What is all that about? What is all that about, of course? Here's that message that you sent out. Here's that message you sent out, and you actually can handle it, okay? What you said was 100% on point, okay? 100% on point. Now, what forced you into hermit mode was the fact that you didn't want to go crazy on everybody. You're like, if I don't back out of this right now, people are going to see a side of me that they will never forget. And, the truth is that message was probably the best thing you did because there was something unseen, something that you needed to uncover alone, okay? Let's say that. There was something new that you needed to uncover alone. You didn't need everybody in your stuff. You just needed to, allow this inner. It's almost like you faced something that you knew it was there, but you just didn't have time until now to really face it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. But it's coming back. Something is coming back super, super duper strong because you probably deserved it. And the fact that you backed out of it, Okay? Helped you face all of those fears you needed to face. Yeah. What did Cancer need to face? Yeah, you need to face your strength. Look at that. Let's get into the reading here. You needed to face the fact that you are a strong person, that you do carry a sense of stability, nurturing, sheer force, grounding force, okay? Because this Queen of Pentacles is a grounding force. You know, she is the feminine version of wealth, okay? She is it. You know, she is even new baby, even new level of domestic work that you've taken on, or taking care of your family, or finding that your family as well. Let me change this focus here. Your family as well may be the part of you that you are focusing too much on, and that you needed some time for yourself. Why? Why, Cancer? Because you had something creative, something new that you've been waiting to do this whole time. You've been waiting to do it, and you just keep seeing, okay, well, no, I got to go take care of my son or my daughter, my husband, my wife, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my sister, my brother, all of these things, my dog. But what about you? So you took a moment to yourself. I think it shocked a lot of people. Like, whoa, Cancer just like, went into the shell. Went into the shell. And, the good thing is you taught people how that not only is it important for you to take a risk on yourself, it's important for them to understand that you take these risks. Beautiful. Now, let's get into the reading. Let's get into it. See, that's even before. That's even before we get into actually the dropping of baggage, the facing that burden, that heavy burden. Let's see if we can get in focus here. I don't know why it's not focusing. Let me change this here. Focus. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you actually came in this situation with something that is, let's just say maybe you were carrying one too many burdens. And maybe not even burdens for yourself, but everyone else's burden, Carrying it, morphing it, healing it in some aspects. And at some point, it came to a point where your burdens weren't being taken care of. You were still managing your own burdens, but at the same point, Cancer, you're being forced to transform. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. Because transformation is what human beings do. It's what we do, change. My grandmother, actually both of my grandmothers, my maternal grandmother and my paternal grandmother, would both say change is the one thing that is promised to you. Change. Now, if you can accept change, then you have a beautiful life ahead of you. And is that something you discovered? Tell me in the comment section, did you discover that it was just as simple as you accepting the change, beautiful Cancer? Beautiful, beautiful Cancer. Because you really took the risk to communicate what was going on. You didn't get emotional this time. You actually stepped up into like a Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini mode of communication. Clear, concise. Clear, concise. You tried. I'm not sure what situation this was in. Business, partnership, family, friends, lover, whatever. It touched something deep in you that can't be removed. This whole thing that happened, it cannot be removed from your memory. It actually shifted you into a space in which you went right into hermit mode. Okay? You went right into hermit mode. How beautiful, Cancer. Another one of my favorite cards. Right into hermit mode. Now, hermit mode could talk about removing yourself, could talk about going in, refraining from interactions that you just don't find enticing, okay? But the other big thing about the hermit card is it's really about how you look for that which the light is pointing to. And do you take the time to discover it? And to be honest, I think you did. I really think you did, Cancer. I really think you did. You took the time to, what? Discover it. To discover it. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing but beauty and love and compassion for yourself in that you discovered. Now, this situation between you and someone else and what was said, well, what I can say is whatever was said, it's going to come back tenfold because it was heard, Cancer. It was heard. For some reason, and you don't know why, I think you don't know why, but this person really understands you. Okay? Now. And they understood you needed to go into that space to reflect. Okay? They understood what you were going through. They understood that they couldn't fix it, that they couldn't help, and that they were dealing with their own stuff, and the possibility that you were dealing with their stuff as well, and they really wanted you to know that, hey, I understand you. Now, the summary here is quite interesting because this transformation that's happening here, it really involves this situation. I see you looking at this situation in a whole other light, Cancer. Seeing how you've grown emotionally and how you detached emotionally. And both could be something very healthy, okay? Either way, it could be very healthy. However, what is going to shock you is the summary is what you discovered in that unseen, hidden, trusting your intuition to back out of the situation and look at it and discover something that is unseen, because this moon card is all about what is unseen. Okay? This moon card is all about what problems are unseen. And it's shining light on those problems. Okay? Now, I'm going to flip it this time. We know what you discovered. We know where you got to. But this person also discovered some of their own things that were unseen. And Cancer, they are coming back for you. They're coming back for you, Cancer. They are coming back for you. They discovered what pain the Five of Cups is, but they knew that you were that second cup. Now, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, this card, Five of Cups, is a person who's in a somber mood looking down at the river ahead of them. 4 cups are spilled behind them, and 2 cups are full. Now, those 2 cups that this person discovered, you're one of those cups. They never stopped loving you. Never. Never, 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 never. They're coming back for you because they needed to work on their own stuff to get you in the proper space that you deserve. The level of respect that you deserve. Balance, where you're not taking everything, dealing with everybody's stuff. Ooh, Cancer. But hats off to this person. They're coming back to balance out the situation from here on out. I like this, actually. It's a general reading, but I like this reading because actually there's so many times where you can say, if this is a relationship situation, that this karmic connection happens. And there's just no way There is just no way for the truth to be developed. So that karmic cycle starts. But here, this person recognized it, and they're coming back to show you their truth. Now, what you do with that, let's see. That's what I got for you this month. Cancer, it is always a pleasure doing a reading for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the channel and hit that notification button, because that brings you, whenever I post a video, it will let you know. A lot of people in the US, unfortunately, because I live in Europe, aren't getting my videos. Thank you to everyone in the US who told me, hey, we're not getting your videos. We don't understand. We subscribed, we're not getting your videos. Well, a lot of that might have a lot to do with the current geopolitical situation with the US and Europe right now, but also the algorithm sometimes just picks up what is local. So in order for me to cross over that, Cancer, and I know you guys love these facts, I need you to hit notification on that button and share it with your friends, okay? Look, whoever's coming in, Cancer, you got this. Wish you the best and take care. I'll see you next month.